There's no doubt about it. I'm your man. I exemplify the exact qualities and professional expertise to be your head breakfast cereal taster. As a college student and a lover of your existence ever since youth, I have consumed incalculable amounts of all your copious varieties and glory. I can tell you my taste buds are precise and that there's not enough yellow 13 in that batch of corn pops. I can tell you that Fiber Plus doesn't go good with Fruity Loops, even when you're forced to mix them at the end of both bags. Actually, I could tell you that Fiber Plus isn't even good by itself. I'm full of great ideas. I think putting the little cochinadas, you know, the little toys, back in the boxes is one of the best ideas. Imagine Kellogg's bringing joy in every bag. With every box, you get a free tiny Frisbee. Kellogg's CEO, let me help you. Hire me. I'll be your right-hand man and never steer you wrong. The next step is bringing the Count Chocula back. In recent studies done by the Federal Highway Administration, motorists have caused more than an average of 8,000 fatalities per year in intersections throughout the United States, and more than 2 million accidents in intersection on average per year. Getting into an accident can cause much more long-term injuries, even in small accidents, than most think. With an alarming rate of unaware drivers, this number is for sure to increase. Please be aware of your surroundings before entering intersections, and don't run red lights. It can cost a person their life. Texas. I'm Mitsu Orozco with some breaking news. On Thursday in the city of West Texas, a catastrophic explosion occurred at a fertilizer plant, leaving houses in ashes and numerous casualties. Although the death count is uncertain, police reported 5 to 15 deaths with more than 160 injured and 3 to 4 firefighters missing. The Department of Homeland Security has been working on securing nearby railroads, services, utilities, and restricting flights over the area. As we are reported more information, we will be updating you on the hour for the story as the story unfolds. This is Mitsu, and thank you for watching. Hi, I'm Mitsu Orozco with Kron 4 News. Tensions run high in North Korea, with missile threats raising alerts to vital for South Korea, Japan, and the U.S. North Korea has been rumored to be preparing ballistic and nuclear testing, causing a violation of UN Security Council Resolution 1718, passed in 2006. Military leaders of U.S. Army bases in Guam say that they are on high alert with North Korea, whether tensions are high or not, as well as both South Korea and Japan increasing their anti-missile defenses. As for when the action could occur, we are still unsure at this point. On another note, New York Metropolitan Museum of Art received a $1 billion donation of rare Cubist art from cosmetic mogul Leonard Lauder. In his collection, it held more than 30 Picasso paintings and 17 works by Braque. This collection has started over 4 decades ago by Lauder, who states his gift was for people who live and work in New York and for those around the world who come to visit our great art institutions. This was Kron 4 at 6. Good night. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Mitsu Orozco here with Modoc TV. I have special guest here, Rachel Medeiros, professional videographer and video editor of San Francisco State University's ASI, also known as Associated Students Incorporated. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for thank you for coming in today. So, what exactly do you do for ASI?
I'm a tech assistant for ASI, and we work a lot of the, all the shows here. So we do a lot of recording for the bands that come onto the depot, and we're also working part of the Rhythms Festival.
Beautiful. So as a tech assistant, do you find yourself behind cameras? As you said before, the way that I met you as well was through some of the band recordings, such as the venue depot and such like that. Do you find yourself behind video cameras a lot and things like that?
Yeah, that's my profession. So right now we're using 260Ds, so I also work part of the audio too. And basically what I do is just coordinate with our other videographer, because we have 2 videographers, so it's me and then my other partner. And then we work the audio and then just set it up for the editing. So we do little clips for the website, and then we do trailers also of every band.
Oh, that's great. So what exactly got you into this profession?
For videography?
For videography.
I think the editing. So I actually took a random class that was for video editing, and I just ended up being really good at it, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I'm also a really creative person, so it worked out really well.
Now I see, like, when I met you, I saw like a lot of artistic attributes about you when you were doing,
Thank you.
all the different angles and everything. Is there anything that you can kind of go a little more in depth about as for what you really do as that tech assistant, being behind the camera and editing and such?
Well, you have to keep in mind a few things, I think. So you're kind of on a time limit and like restraints for certain things. So, for example, if there's a crowd that's just too big and you can't really get the shot that you want, you have like those kinds of complications. So you kind of have to get creative as to where to film or like what angle to get. And sometimes the audio can be a problem, but I think overall it's just really fun. And then besides, I don't know, the angles, you get to be even more creative when the editing process comes. So
Now, what are some of the things that you enjoy doing about this profession?
I love just meeting the bands. I like meeting the bands, and I love the editing, and I just like knowing what I'm about to create at the end for the final product. So I like going in there knowing what I'm going to do, and I like leaving there knowing how it's going to turn out. So
Are you able to really express some of your artistic abilities while doing this as well?
all the time.
That's
It's great.
so cool. Now, what are some of your most memorable works that you've done working for ASI?
I like the Rhythms Festival. So every year, last year we had this band, Tori Moi, come on, and we had an electro band called the Hood Internet and a few others. But I think those are really interesting and those are really fun to work and memorable, like you said, because they're just kind of big names that I don't think I would have a chance to get to as like a lead videographer. So I think that's really good experience. And then we also have the Rhythms Festival that's going on today, and Big Boy's supposed to come on too. So he's our headliner.
Are you excited to do that show?
I'm really excited.
Are you going to be able to meet him as well?
Probably. I'll probably meet him.
Are you going to give him a big old handshake? What are you going to do when you meet? Do you ever get nervous, as a matter of fact, when you're doing these bands and filming them? And I'm sure you get to meet them as well.
Yeah. I don't get nervous, but I did get nervous for Toro Imoa because he was just kind of quiet and I wasn't really sure how to approach him, but I got to shake his hand and take pictures and stuff. But I'm just really there for, capturing the whole thing is what I like to do.
So you really like to do it as for the artistic part of it as well then. Now, are there any challenges that you faced while doing this videography job?
I think, yes. Yes, I have. Mostly the time crunch because of the deadlines kind of gives you a little restraint on your creativity. Mm-hmm. So I don't have the leisure to just spend, a week on a video. I have to do it in like 10.
Well, unfortunately, we are out of time here today. I do want to thank you for coming in. My name is Mitsu Orozco, and thank you again.